Hello, friends, welcome back to the channel. So good to have you here again. Before we begin, let me tell you something important. This trek isn't just one video, this is a multi part series captured in smaller, story driven episodes, each one carrying a different moment, a different emotion, a different shade of this mountain journey. So, if you're watching this, make sure you follow the entire series whenever you get time. Trust me, every part connects to the next. And if you don't want to miss the upcoming episodes, hit subscribe and turn on notifications because this story gets better with every chapter. Alright, I won't make you wait any longer. Let's start the video. In the previous part, you saw my entire Jeep ride experience, right from our homestay all the way up to this point. Now begins the next chapter of the journey. In this part of the video, I'll take you along with me from the forest checkpost, Netravati Trek base point, all the way till the third water stream. Then we began our short walk towards the forest checkpost. Around 200 meters of a gradual but steady uphill climb. When we finally reached the forest checkpost, we waited patiently for our turn to get the permits checked. Everyone's permit is verified here, and only then are trekkers allowed to move deeper onto the trail. For anyone planning this trek, the permit can be booked online at least a day in advance through the Karnataka Forest Department's website aranyavihara.karnataka.gov.in. I've shown the contact information on the screen for reference. We had to wait for a short while because our trek coordinator was in the process of assigning a guide to our group.
21 members ಬಂದ್ರಲ್ಲ
Guides are compulsory and they charge 1,000 rupees per group of 10 people.
completely flat track. Last 2 kilometers steep.
Right there, we were also briefed about the distance we'd cover and what kind of terrain lay ahead. It's a 5-kilometer trail one way,
ಓಕೆನಾ 10 members ಗೆ ಒಬ್ರು ಗೈಡ್ ಇರ್ತಾರೆ ಮಿಸ್ ಆಗಬೇಡಿ
with a mix of easy and moderate sections,
ಎಲ್ಲರೂ ಬೇಗ ಪಿಕ್ ಹೋಗಿ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಲಂಚ್ ಮುಗಿಸ್ಬಿಟ್ಟು
crossing 2 to 3 water streams,
ಓಕೆನಾ ಹೊರಡೋಣ
and finally a steep 1.5 to 2 kilometer climb at the end. All of us were genuinely excited, almost like kids stepping into an unknown adventure. Soon, the trek coordinator handed out a small batch to each of us. A sweet little souvenir from this trek. It also helped identify who belonged to our group. We are on and look at this path. Totally rugged and filled with the boulders, we had to be extremely careful while walking uphill. As we started the trek, Subramanya and our guide Anil got into a conversation about the route. I kept capturing shots of the trail, sometimes A-roll, sometimes B-roll. Whatever I felt would bring this place alive on camera.
Started pouring.
Our conversation suddenly shifted to a funny topic, the word Ganjan.
Ganjan is Hindi word. No, it's Hindi word also.
No, I didn't.
And I probably understand that it's the same meaning even in Kannada and Hindi both.
What is that?
In Hindi, it means a situation wherein someone is facing multiple problems at a time.
Barish.
Male. It's like male.
Male
But in
means-
Kannada,
male.
it has a
Male.
completely different
Men's,
meaning.
Okay.
Yes,
Men born, men born.
trek came with vocabulary lessons
Huduga is
too.
that Huduga?
correct.
थोड़ा बहुत समझ लेता हूँ, बोल नहीं पाता यार.
As we kept walking, there came this one spot where the trees suddenly opened up, and I just stopped. I looked at Subramani and asked, "Bro, what is that view? Which ridge is that?" I was honestly confused, but also blown away.
ಗ್ಲೇಷಿಯರ್ ಇದ್ದಂಗೆ
Subramani, what is this peak?
And just then, our guide joined the conversation. He pointed towards the faraway ridge and said, "Remember that photo you saw? The one where the peak is visible on one side and the clouds rise from the valley, cover the peak and then flow over it like a wave? This is the same side." The moment he said that, I didn't even wait a second. I literally replied, "Boss, we have come only for that view." I think everyone around me laughed, but it was true. That one picture had triggered so many questions and so much curiosity inside me. The rest of us were quietly walking along the uphill path, watchful, calm, and trying to control our breathing. Each one of us had our own thoughts running in our heads. Just look at this path. The real Netravati trek starts right from here. This narrow trail, this soft forest soil, wow, it already feels so raw and untouched. Man, this is stunning. This is exactly why I love the Western Ghats. Also look down. These big boulders right in the middle of the trail, you really have to watch your step. But honestly, the whole vibe of walking in such natural, rugged terrain, it's just amazing. Just take a moment and look around. Wild mango trees, jackfruit trees, ferns everywhere, moss-covered rocks. The greenery here hits you differently. I actually stopped multiple times just to stare at the leaves, the textures. Everything feels so alive. And then, suddenly, we heard it. That deep rushing sound somewhere in the distance. All of us just stopped for a second and looked at each other. I whispered, "Guys, that's a waterfall, right?" You know that feeling when your ears pick up something before your eyes do? Exactly that. As we walked a little further, the sound kept getting louder, clearer. And that's when our guide turned back and said, "We've reached a cascading waterfall." Immediately our excitement shot up. Honestly, after that uphill walk, all we wanted was to touch some cold, fresh mountain water. I could already imagine dipping my hands in it. And then we finally saw it. Wow, what a sight. The flow wasn't too heavy because of the season, but the water still had this beautiful force, falling gracefully from quite a height and breaking into small tears as it touched the rocks. The whole place looked straight out of a nature documentary. Misty droplets in the air, moss on the stones, the sound echoing in the valley. It was just perfect. The guide told us that the locals call it Auntie Kaloo Falls. Such a simple name, but the vibe of the place was magical. I remember standing there, smiling like a kid, thinking, this is why trekking feels so rewarding. But crossing this waterfall, oh man, that was a different challenge altogether. The moment we stepped closer, we realized the rocks were super slippery. One wrong step and you'd be sliding down with the water, and God only knows what would happen after that. So all of us were extra careful, holding on to rocks, checking every step twice, and literally balancing like tightrope walkers. It was thrilling, but honestly a little scary too, and that's what made it even more memorable. We spent a good half an hour there, just enjoying the sound of the water. I didn't feel like leaving, to be honest. Places like this make you forget everything else. But the trail wasn't waiting for us, so after that refreshing break, we tightened our bags, took one last look at the falls, and proceeded further on the route, knowing that even bigger surprises were waiting ahead. And see this canopy above us? Hardly any sunlight gets through. It's so dense and green that it almost feels like the forest is closing in around you. I remember walking here and thinking, man, this is stunning. This is exactly why I love the Western Ghats. The higher we climbed, the more the landscape began to reveal itself. Moving clouds drifted around us, slowly uncovering peaks, valleys, and layers of mountains, as if the whole Western Ghats was welcoming us. Somewhere in between, we crossed the smallest stream there was. Barely any water. Honestly, the easiest one of the day. But our guide smiled and said, "Don't relax. The final stream is coming." Instantly, all of us were alert. And then, that deep roaring sound. That's when we knew we were close to the final and widest stream before the ascent. Fast flow, wide gap, slippery rocks. There's even a rope tied across to help trekkers cross safely. We spent a little time there, soaked in the view, took it slow while crossing. Then he told us something amazing. 3 sacred rivers of Karnataka start from this region: Netravati, Tunga, and Bhadra. It's crazy to think these mighty rivers are born from small mountain streams like the ones we're crossing. The guide even said the water is so pure you can drink it directly. And looking at that crystal clear flow, I totally get it. People were filling their bottles straight from the stream. And after a short chat, we decided to move ahead. We knew we'd get more time here during our return. As we moved up, the forest changed too. Moss-covered rocks, thick ferns, and the echo of birds everywhere. The whole place felt untouched and wild. Guys, this is where we are ending part 02 of our Netravati Peak journey. The next part is the final one, the steep climb, no more warm-up walk. 2-kilometer climb straight into the clouds, the summit moment, and yes, a bit of the return leg too. At the end of this video, I am leaving some glimpses of the upcoming part. Get a feel of that. Before you go, thank you so much for watching, for supporting, for staying loyal to the channel. Please like, comment, share, and subscribe. It really helps me bring more adventures just like this. See you in the final chapter soon. Goodbye.
हाँ? थोड़ा आराम कर लो ना। ये थंबनेल भी अच्छा है।